Hi students, this is Tanvi from Oliveboard and I welcome you all for today's session of RBI Grade B Practice Important Reasoning Questions. So I hope all of you are doing very fine. So just confirm me if I'm clearly audible and visible. Okay students, today I'm going to discuss some conceptual part with you. Okay. Because you people face some doubts while in your exam, there are some points from inequalities that where you people make some mistakes. So just to avoid those, I'm going to cover all the doubts today that you people might face in your exam. Okay, so before starting this session, I just want a confirmation whether I'm clearly audible and visible. Okay. Right. So before starting the session, we pledge for your success. Okay, students. So today, the first question is like if I give you this equation. So just tell me what will be your answer between E and A. Okay. In this question, what will be your answer between E and A? Okay. So here what we find is that between A and E, what all are the symbols? These are all the same and they are pointing greater towards A. Okay. And all the symbols are same and they are pointing greater towards A. So between E and A, what we conclude is that A is greater equal to E. So this will be your answer here. So what mistake you people could make here? So first I'll discuss the rule that will be used here is that all the signs are same. Okay, Ashish, correct. E less than equal A, you are correct. All the signs are same. Okay, and they are, what you people could do here is I'm writing E and A and in a hurry you could have written this. So this is the mistake you people do. Today I'm going to cover all the mistakes. Okay, I'll highlight all the mistakes that you could make in your exam and going to correct all those mistakes. Okay, so in this question this mistake could be made. Okay, that E is greater equal to A, but this is wrong. So that's why it is always recommended that you see towards which variable he is pointing greater. This sign where it is open towards the variable which is greater and it is closed towards the variable which is smaller. Okay, so this is the thing about the sign, right? And one more thing, never see the sign, means we have to see the sign, but always see it is greater towards which variable. You should always focus on the variable. Okay, so this is the best thing, right? So I hope the first one is clear. You're not going to make this mistake now, because if you are always focusing on the variable, then you can see that this sign looks greater towards left side and this sign looks greater towards right side, but it is just due to the variable. Okay, although both the signs mean the same. Okay, next thing is like if I have A greater B equal to C. So according to you, what will be the result between A and C? Okay students, answer me this. Let's see if you are going to make that mistake that I am thinking or not. Okay, so between A and C. Okay, just tell me between A and C. And students, I would like to say that just share this session with all your friends who are preparing for regulatory exams, because I want that whosoever attend this session is not going to make any of the mistakes that I am going to highlight today. So just share the session with all your friends, and if you like the session, you must hit the like which is just below the session. Okay, so here between A and C, now the answer here will be this. This is the correct answer. But what is the wrong answer that you could have marked? This. Now what is the mistake here? Now what do you people think that between A and C, these are the two signs, let's merge. We are not merging, we are concluding. Okay, we are not merging, we have to conclude. So the second one is wrong. And the first one, you check, first one is the correct one. Now if I take it as an example with the number, let's take A as 5 and B will be less than A. So let's take B as 4 and B is equal to C. So if both are equal, so I'll take C also as 4. Okay, so here the comparison between 5 and 4 suggests that A is greater than C. So the first one is the correct one. Okay, second one is wrong. So now I wish that you are not going to write this answer for A and C. Okay, because we are not merging, we are understanding and concluding. Okay, so by understanding, what we get the answer is that A is just greater than C. Okay, right. Good evening, TDD. Okay, so now let's come on to the next question. So here just tell what will be the answer between H and A. Okay students, what will be the answer here between H and A? Okay, so between H and A, what you people say is that, okay, so what we are going to do here, so just ignore this equal. So whenever you find this equal in your equation, we have to ignore. So just check all the remaining symbols that you have. So if you focus on all the remaining symbols, they are not same, because here you can find it is just greater. Other than this symbol, all are greater equal, but it is just the symbol between E and F which is just greater. Excuse me. Okay, it is just the symbol between E and F which is different from all the rest. But if you focus on all the symbols, they are at least pointing towards the same direction. Okay, they are at least pointing towards the same direction. And then what we are going to do is, we are just going to take common of all. So taking common of all the signs, it is greater towards what? It is greater towards A. So this is how you are going to make the answer. Now again, if you were not focusing on the variable, you people could make a mistake. Okay, but what he says is that A is greater than H. So I hope you are getting this. Okay, so what mistake you people could have done here is, you could have answered me, either you could have answered me this or you could have answered me this. This is due to the wrong mistake that you were not focusing on the variable, and this is due to the mistake that you didn't focus between the sign between E and F. Okay, so be very clear that the answer here is the H is smaller than A, or we can say that A is greater than H. Okay, so now let's move on to the next question. Okay. So what will be your answer here? Okay. So Ashish saying neither. Werewolf saying none of these. Okay. Ayush saying either or. That's the correct answer. Ayush, yes, there is definitely no relation between A and G. So this is the mistake that you people make here. You people say it is neither nor, which is wrong. The answer here will be either or. Okay, so let's discuss this now. Okay, so between A and G, what he's saying is that what we find here is that there is opposite sign between A and G. So just focus on these two signs. These two happens to be positive. So between B and D, between A and F, or between A and G, it will be a relation of opposite sign. Okay, opposite sign suggests that there will be three possibilities. Okay, now opposite sign suggests that there are three possibilities. So this means that if I consider that there is a rule of opposite sign, that means that there is no relation between them. And no relation do not mean that we are going to take the conclusion wrong. No relation means if you know the result of the comparison is always either greater or smaller or equal. Okay, there is no fourth situation of there is no fourth result of comparison. Either the answer will be greater or smaller or equal between any two variables. Okay, so these are the three possibilities in the case of opposite sign. And if you get all the possible possibilities, then you are going to mark either or. And if you do not get all the possible possibilities, that is just some of them are given, then those will be wrong. So here in the first conclusion, it is pointing greater towards A. So this covers one of the possibility. Second conclusion is pointing greater towards G, which covers the second possibility. And it is also equal towards G. So it is actually either or. Okay, this is actually either or. Okay, why? Because between A and G we have three doubts, and all the three doubts have been covered in the conclusion. Okay, and if all the three doubts have been covered in the conclusion, so this suggests that the answer here will be either one or two follows. Okay, so Ayush and Werewolf have given me the correct answer. So Ashish, are you clear now? How we have to handle the opposite sign? Okay, so now let's come on to the next situation. Okay, so what will be your answer here? Okay. So here, what is the relation between A and D? Now equal ignored, all the rest of the signs, they are not same, but they are pointing towards the same direction. So taking common of all these, it is E greater than A. So second one is correct and first one is wrong. Okay, so the answer here will be only 2 follows. Okay, next question. Okay students, next question. What will be your answer here? Okay, now you are correct. Very good. So the answer here will be neither nor. Now between A and F you can find opposite sign, and opposite sign means 3 possibilities. So out of 3 we have just 2. So we cannot mark either or. Also they are not definitely true. So we have just one thing to do. Just take both the conclusions as wrong, and hence the answer here will be neither 1 nor 2 follows, which is the final answer. Okay, right. Next question. Okay, students. So what will be your answer here? Okay, so you are saying either or, that's correct. Okay, because here it is opposite sign between A and F. Now the first conclusion is greater towards A. Second one is greater towards F. Now if your people were not focusing on the variable, you could have marked both wrong. Okay, but now you are clear that we have to always focus on the variable, and in the first conclusion it is greater towards A. Okay, and second one says it is greater towards F. Also we have equal in the second conclusion. So now we can mark either or. Okay, so the answer here will be either or. So I hope it is clear to you all. Right? Next question. Okay students, so what will be your answer here? Okay, students. Ashish, Ayush, Werewolf saying neither nor. So let's see if they are correct. Students, although when we focus on the sign, these sign feels like these are three possibilities. But still we are marking answer as neither nor. Why? Because if you focus on the variable, now between A and F, what we understand is that there are three possibilities because of opposite sign. Now first one is greater towards A. Okay, second one is greater towards A. So both the signs represent the same conclusion. Okay, and it is equal here. So we are missing one conclusion, that is F is greater. These two conclusions just cover two cases, that is A is greater or A is equal. Okay, F is greater is not covered. Okay, so these two are wrong. Right. So the answer here will be neither one nor two follows. Okay. Next. Okay. So students, what will be your answer here? Okay, again it will be neither nor, because these cover just two possibilities, although there are three possibilities that are arising here. So we are going to take both wrong, and answer here will be neither one nor two follows. Again the same answer. Okay, so the next question is, okay, so just give me your answer now. Either or, correct, because here one is greater towards E, other one is greater towards A, also they are saying equal, so answer here will be either or, right? Okay, next question. So what will be your answer here? Yes, either or. Now, some of you think that in the statement, I just have greater and smaller. So, how can I take equal in the possibility? Now, students, again, I would say we are not merging the signs. We are concluding. And if you have opposite sign, that always represent three possibilities. That will be greater, smaller, equal. So, that's the reason that again the answer here will be either or. Okay, next question. Okay. So we will see, anything can come in exam. We should never think that this will not come in exam. Okay. So take every scenario as the possibility. So yes, I won't say that there are chances, but I would say that this can come. Okay. Correct. Now here, if you ignore equal, you are left with this sign which comes 3 times, and hence this is concluded, which is greater towards A and equal. So these two we are going to mark either or. So this is what we have to do. Okay. So just be very clear, because what happens is that you people, even after that this chapter is so easy, you people end up making silly mistakes. So I just wanted to clarify all those mistakes in today's session so that you are clear about that. Okay. And also in your reasoning portion, okay, because in your RBI examination, you already know you have 60 questions, right? And out of those 60 questions, there will be 5 questions of inequality, at least 5 I would say. Also sometimes they are going to cover 6 or 7 also, but at least 5 questions of inequalities will be definitely there. Okay, and this is the most easiest chapter of your whole reasoning. Easiest and scoring also. Okay, because here what you have to do, you will be given a question, you will be having a statement, you just have to read it out. You need not even use the pen. You just solve the question of inequality just like you are solving the question of GK. Okay, you hardly need your pen. You just see the question, read the statement, and then automatically answer comes in your mind that this conclusion will be right, this will be wrong. So just mark the answer and move on to the next question. So if I would say that overall time for these 5 questions, if you have 5 questions, overall time to solve these 5 questions should not be more than 1 minute. Okay, at most 1 minute you can take, because it is just 5 to 10 seconds that you are going to take in a single question. But that happens only after practice. Now, if you think that you are completing your syllabus, okay, you are completing your syllabus, you are just learning the concepts, and you think, how is it possible? Yes, it's not possible then. When you are learning every chapter individually and you think, ma'am said that one question should be done in 10 seconds, I can't do that. At that point of time, you cannot do that. But you can solve a single question of inequalities in just 10 seconds if you have done a lot of practice. So whenever you find something easy, because in your whole reasoning you have inequalities, blood relation, directions, coding, decoding, ranking, the topics which are the easy ones. Okay, these are the easy chapters. So you people leave these chapters thinking that they are easy, we will be able to do that. So definitely you will be able to do that, but the problem is that the speed should not be more. You should be taking less time to solve. Okay, so at most 1 minute, in just 1 minute you have to solve 5 questions of inequality. This should be the speed. Okay, you keep on practicing the questions of inequalities till the time you achieve the speed of 1 minute for every 5 questions. Okay, and if you have attended today's session, I'm clear that you're not going to make the mistake that I have discussed today. So if you have to ask me anything, just write in the comment section related to this chapter. If you have any query in your mind, so just write in the comment section. Okay, I hope it's all clear. Yes, I hope the whole session is clear to you. Okay, students, kindly confirm in the comment section. I'm waiting for your confirmation and also your queries. Okay. So this was the last thing that we had to discuss today. So with this, we are done with this session and going to meet in the coming session with more new concepts and more questions, more practice questions for your RBI Grade B examination. And in the last, I would like to tell you, if this was your first day and you have not subscribed to our new regulatory YouTube channel, I would request you to do the same, because you are going to get a lot of important sessions on our platform. Also, you can download the regulatory app for if you're preparing for RBI, SEBI and Nabard exams. Okay, you're going to get a lot of quiz, your updates and your previous year questions will be available in your app. Okay, so thank you so much. Going to meet in the next class. Goodbye, good night.